LA Police Gear SlideRail XWL. This is a weapons mounted light from LA Police Gear, and you can see the box here goes over several of the main features. It will put out 800 lumens for an hour and a half, IPX6 rated, drop tested to 1 meter, and it will throw that light 210 meters. And unfortunately, as the box notes right here, the gun is not included, only the light itself. The light is pretty similar in design and size to a lot of other popular weapons mounted lights like the Streamlight TLR1 and the Surefire X300. It's powered by two CR123 batteries, which are included and go back in here, and that's similar to what those lights are powered by as well. Those go in there. There's a little gasket here to help with that waterproofing, and that seals up right there. The price on it is $59.99, which compared to some LA Police Gear lights, like just regular smaller lights, is expensive. But when you compare it to things like the TLR1 and the Surefire, the TLR1 is $110, the Surefire is $300, this is $59.99. So significantly cheaper than both of those for a very similar light. Also, because of the size is very similar, if you have a holster that already fits the TLR1, for instance, this light should fit on your gun in that same holster, the same without having to buy a new holster. So that's another handy feature for this. Looking at the rest of the design of it, I already mentioned the battery door on the back here. There's the controls back here, and I'll show you that in a little bit. On the bottom here, there is a heat sink. And then up on the front there is that LED and a deep, smooth reflector, which gives this light a good amount of throw with a decent hot spot and a reasonable amount of flood and spill over to the side. It's 3.5 inches long by 1.5 inches diameter, again similar to other lights in this category. On the top here is the mounting mechanism, and again, somewhat similar to other lights with a little bit of a unique variation on here. Over here on the side is a screw. You unscrew this, and this moves over to the side here. Right here there's a notch, and you match that notch up with one of the slots on a rail. Now the interesting thing about this, because it's called the slide rail, this little piece moves. So you take the included Allen wrench and you loosen this up, and that enables this little piece in here to slide back and forth, so that when you put it on the gun, you can slide it forward or back this amount of space depending on the size of your finger. So just to show you, here's my full-size M&P. I'm going to match it up with that front rail slot and snap it into place. There's a screw here. You tighten this. If you're doing this for real on your gun, I would use a screwdriver and get it nice and firm, and that secures it to the gun there. Now this front screw, until you tighten this, the light will slide back and forth that much. So depending on the size of your hands, my thumbs would not reach it if it's all the way out there, so I would slide it back, and then my thumb can reach it nice and easy. One other note on sizing of this: if you have a compact like my M&P compact, it will not fit on this. If this piece is all the way back, that is just forward of that front rail slot, so it will likely not fit on your compact. So just something to note there. So you put on your gun, you get this where you like it. For me, short hands, short thumbs, I move it all the way back, and then you just tighten this screw down and it locks it in place. The way this light functions, again, similar to other lights in this category, this is a bit of a rocker lever here. On the left side, if you thumb down, if you're right-handed, is momentary, only momentary. So if you need to search with this with momentary on, you can do that. The other side down is full on, stays on, so you can either do that with your index finger, or if you want to do it with both fingers for a little extra leverage, you can do that, and then it will stay on, and you can turn it off as needed. So momentary or full on. Now you can see it's not a small light or a light light, but if you're used to carrying something like this, you may even already have a holster that this will fit in. Or if, for instance, this is going to be your next to your bed gun to search your house at night, you're not going to have to worry about a holster. And also that extra 4.5 ounces on the front end of the gun may actually help with recoil a little bit by weighting the front of the gun down, and may stabilize your gun a little bit. So there you go, check it out. LA Police Gear SlideRail XWL, links down below.